Shalom, brothers and sisters. So apparently more Americans are preparing for Doomsday. The difference between the new type of prepper and the advanced movement of preppers is literally the difference between life and death. No one's mocking the old preppers anymore for their preparation on what's coming. Apparently both the left and the right are prepping for Doomsday, whether it's societal collapse, civil war, which is very much a big threat in America with the possibility of Trump coming back and the left being in a frenzy and the right up in arms. It's chaos. An EMP, which is a very real probability, Armageddon, or just any event that would require self-reliance rather than dependence on government entities, which by now I'm hoping everyone has realized and learned you cannot rely on the government. Those that have been part of the prepping movement for years likely have enough stores to last them a year or a few years. The newer members suggest that 90 days is enough until the government shows up to save them. P.S. They're not coming to save you. They're coming to clean up. Doomsday prepping is seeping into mainstream as Americans of all ages and political persuasions are becoming increasingly worried ahead of the 2024 presidential election about the prospect of a civil war. Never mind the prospect of a nuclear war and the prospect of a pandemic and the prospect of everything else that's looming and been shown to us that's lying ahead for 2024. Everybody's feeling it, saved, unsaved, everybody. And then SRP24 founder Steve Slepkovic has issued an urgent warning in a separate article saying that the wealthy elites are prepping right now to hole up in their heavily stocked bunkers. Now, they have been doing this for the last year. There's a lot of stories and proof out there of them driving their trucks underground and filling up their bunkers and prepping and preparing as they go. And we know that that is all pretty much in line, and God himself has warned about this. Go to Revelations chapter 6 from verse 15. And the kings of the earth, the great men, the rich men, the commanders, the mighty men, every slave and every free man hid themselves in the caves and in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him who sits on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath has come. Who is able to stand? The answer, nobody. Nobody can stand before the Lord when he comes in his wrath. It is too late. You cannot stand before the living God. It is that arrogance of mankind that has got us to the point where we think we're God, we want to be God, and we're driven by the one who tried to be God in the first place. And that is the whole problem. You need to come to God and realize who God is. You need to become a child of God. You can't stand against God. I'll let the worm speak to the Creator or the clay to the potter. It's crazy, but we're living in Clown Town. Days of Noah, days of Lot, end times, volcanoes switching on, the earth prepping all of its machinery, the sun and the angel moving his furniture around and sending signals in the sun, Hebrew letters and all. It's crazy how close we are to the impending judgment, and the world is seeing it, feeling it, and whether they want to say they believe it or not, they are prepping for it. So for those who say everything's normal, everything's fine, don't worry, you and your crazy Christian friends think that Jesus is coming back, buddy, even the world believes things are wrapping up right now. That's how far this thing has gone. People need to wake up, pick a side, and make some serious decisions fast. Keep shining your light. Keep spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ, regardless of what comes our way, and keep looking up. Watch and encourage. Shalom.